Students, we are studying physiology of electrocardiogram. Till our previous lecture, we studied introduction, then use of or importance of ECG, then we studied electrical activities of the heart, that is depolarization, repolarization, then what is depolarization, how it's spread over the atria and ventricle, that is a spread of depolarization over atria and spread of depolarization wave over the ventricle. You know, we also studied that here there is a resultant vector, and this vector, it is an arrow, and the arrow indicates the direction of current flow and the magnitude of all current, that is a potential, okay, electrical potential, magnitude of electrical potential. So here how the uh, wave of depolarization it spread over the ventricle. Then also we studied what is a repolarization and how the repolarization of atria it occurs, then how the repolarization of ventricle it occurs. I told in the previous class that the ventricle is the only part in the body where the repolarization is in opposite direction to the depolarization. That means the part of the ventricle which is depolarized at the end will repolarize first, okay, and that's why in this diagram you can see that this is the wave of repolarization. That means repolarization it is from apex to the base, okay, apex to the base, okay. And one statement is, always remember, current always flows from depolarized part to the repolarized part. So arrow it indicates that current it flows from base to the apex, because deep repolarization it is in opposite direction, but till the base is depolarized and apex it starts repolarization. That's why the current flow is what we records on ECG machine, that current flow is from base to the apex, but depolarization it is from apex to the base in this direction, okay. So this is how repolarization it occurs, okay, that we studied in our previous class, okay. Students, today we have to continue with the uh, in a previous class we also studied what is a vector, okay, that you know vector, it indicates or it is algebraic sum of all electrical potential and its average direction. So arrow is there, and that arrow on the diagram it indicates the direction of the current and sum of all electrical potential. We also studied the concept of the heart as a dipole, because I told that in previous lecture, in order to record any electrical activity, there has to be two poles, and on heart there are the two poles, that is a depolarized part act as a negative pole, and the remaining part, that is a polarized area, act as a positive pole, and current it always flows from negative pole to the positive pole. We studied in our previous lecture, okay. Then in today's session, students, we have to continue with, under the physiology of electrocardiogram, we have to continue with the procedure of recording, okay. Here you have the demonstration in your practical session, and in practical session you can observe how the ECG is recorded, okay, how the machine is used, where the electrodes are kept on the body surface, and how the ECG is recorded under the 12 leads. In this theory class, see something theory behind it, try to understand. I want to give you the orientation about the procedure of recording. So under the procedure of the recording, that is the word is used electrocardiography. What is electrocardiography? It is a procedure of recording and the interpretation of ECG. Okay. Now see, there is an international committee on the ECG. Okay, and international committee has decided, that is according to the international committee, that is internationally accepted, there are 12 leads, means ECG can be recorded under the 12 leads, and total these 12 leads, what are these leads, how ECG is recorded, we'll go there. First see what is a lead. Lead means, what is a lead? There are the total 12 lead under which you can record the ECG. And what is meant by the lead? It is nothing but, it is a arrangement of the wire. It is a arrangement of the wires attached along with the electrodes to the ECG machine. You know, if you see the simple diagram of the ECG machine, okay, the machine, it has two poles or two terminals, that is a positive terminal and negative terminal. Okay, and two wires are connected, one is connected to the positive terminal and second to the negative terminal. Okay, and the end part of this wire, there are electrodes. So what is electrode? It is a part of lead, that is, it is placed on the specific point on the body, and then it is attached through wires to the ECG machine. These are the called the electrodes. So under lead machine is there, two wires are connected to two terminals, and the end of the wire, the electrodes are connected. Two electrodes we use at a time, and electrodes are kept on the body. So this arrangement of the wires with electrode, it is called the lead. Okay, and like this, where we are keeping the electrodes on the body, depending on that, we have the 12 combinations. Okay, so 12 different points on the body, 12 different combinations where we keep the electrodes, and as per that we got 12 leads. Okay, what these 12 leads are there, we'll go. Before to that, see the electrodes, something about the electrodes. So we have the two types of the electrodes. One is exploring electrode and other is indifferent electrode. Okay, in indifferent electrode, it is kept at the zero potential. Okay, so first, what is exploring electrode? It is active electrode which record the potential. Okay, so this electrode is active. Okay, and second electrode, that is wire is connected, that second electrode is called indifferent electrode, or it is also called the zero potential electrode. Why it is called the zero potential electrode? Because it is kept at zero potential by attaching through very high resistance to the ECG machine. Means this electrode, uh, it is kept at a zero potential, and then it is connected through the high resistance is about 5000 ohm, and then it is attached to the ECG. So that's why it is called the indifferent electrode. Okay, so keep in mind, one is exploring electrode, other is indifferent electrode. Okay, next slide. Now see, there are total 12 leads, that is a type of leads. These all 12 leads are divided into two groups. Okay, so how they classified? The 12 leads are classified into bipolar leads and unipolar leads. Okay, so bipolar leads, the 3 leads are bipolar and remaining 9 leads are unipolar leads. Okay, so we'll go there, but what is bipolar leads and what are the unipolar leads? The bipolar leads means when we use both electrodes are exploring electrode. If the both electrodes are exploring electrode, you know, at a time we can use two electrodes. Either we can use two exploring electrode, or in second group we can use one electrode is exploring and other is indifferent. Okay, if both the electrodes are exploring, then it is called the bipolar leads, and in second group, if the one electrode is exploring and other is an indifferent, then it is called the unipolar leads. Okay, have you followed this? I think you got it, because they are divided into two groups, bipolar and unipolar. Now see, again, here the 12 leads, out of 12, 3 leads are bipolar leads, because here both electrodes are exploring electrode. And under the bipolar lead, this first group, it is also called standard limb leads, or it is also called the Inthorn's lead. So Inthorn's is a name of William Inthorn, who has discovered ECG, who has first recorded ECG. His contribution is very high. So, and during the study, he has developed these three leads, and that's why it's also called the Inthorn's leads. Okay, so under these bipolar leads or standard limb leads or Inthorn's leads, under these leads there are the three types of the leads: lead 1, lead 2 and lead 3. Okay, now the second group, it is called the unipolar chase leads. Okay, so there are, out of 12 there are the 6 leads, and 6 leads are unipolar chase leads. Okay, so here, why it is called the unipolar? Because we use one exploring electrode and other is indifferent electrode. This is one thing. Then it is called the chase leads. Why it is called the chase leads? Because we are keeping the exploring electrode on the chest. Okay, and where we are keeping the exploring electrode on the chest, depending on that we get the 6 combination, that is 6 leads: v1, v2, v3, v4, v5 and v6. Like this we have 6 leads under the chest leads. Okay, then third group of lead is, it is called the augmented unipolar limb leads. Okay, and remaining 3 leads are designated as a augmented unipolar limb leads. Okay, so here again it is unipolar. Here unipolar means we use one exploring electrode and other is indifferent electrode. Okay, and under this group we get the combination of 3 leads, that is AVR, AVL and AVF. What is it? In the, we'll go in, we'll see in detail, but here where we connect the exploring electrode and to the limbs. Okay, and under this connections we get 3 leads. Means when exploring electrode is connected to the right arm, R means right arm, then it is called the AVR. If the exploring electrode is connected to the left arm, L for left arm, then it is called the AVL. And if the exploring electrode is connected to the left foot, F for foot, left foot, then it is called the AVL. Again we'll come there. Okay, now see one by one. First we'll see the bipolar limb leads. Here the first group, we have the 3 leads, 3 bipolar leads, or it is also called standard leads or Inthorn's leads. Okay, these leads are L1, L2, sorry, lead 1, lead 2 and lead 3. Okay, now see the contribution of Inthorn's. While studying Inthorn's, this scientist, this Inthorn's has considered 3 points on the body. Okay, and what are these 3 points? These points are called the classical points, because while recording the ECG we are using these 3 points, and on these 3 points we are keeping the electrodes. What are these 3 points on the body? One is right shoulder, left shoulder and inguinal canal. Okay, हम एक डायग्राम, बाद में एक डायग्राम में I will explain what are these 3 classical points. Okay, so what are these classical point? It is right shoulder, left shoulder and inguinal canal. And when we connect these 3 points together, then we get the triangle. Okay, so when join these 3 points, we get the equilateral triangle. Okay, so how we get the equilateral triangle? It looks like this. Okay, so here is a right shoulder, left shoulder and inguinal canal. Okay, so here this is the inguinal canal, so we get the triangle that is called the equilateral triangle. Okay, and students, the heart, it occupies at the center. Okay, heart is located at the center. Okay, here in actual practice when you are recording the ECG, okay, in practice these 3 points, right shoulder, left shoulder and inguinal canal, it is near to the umbilicus. So these 3 points are further shifted to the right forearm, left forearm and left leg. Okay, because it is difficult to attach or to keep the electrode here on the shoulder and the inguinal canal. So practically it is these 3 points are shifted to the right arm. Okay, and left arm, that is a this is the right arm, and then left arm and the left foot. So and here left foot, right arm and left arm, here we can keep the electrode. So like this practically it is shifted. Now again I will try to explain in the diagram how these connections and how we get the three leads. Okay, so we'll proceed. Next slide. So here under this bipolar leads, okay, we have the three leads: lead 1, lead 2 and lead 3. Okay, students, see here in this diagram I just told that uh, here Inthons considered 3 points, and what are these 3 points? According to the Inthons, the 3 points are right shoulder, left shoulder and the inguinal canal, and practically these points are shifted to the right arm and left leg. Okay, yaad rakho. Now under this group we have three leads. Okay, so see the first lead, lead 1. Okay, suppose you have to record the ECG under lead 1. Okay, this is ECG machine and you have to record the ECG under lead. So how you will record it? What is the procedure? Simply, you know, in ECG two terminals are there, positive terminal and negative terminal. Connect the wires. Okay, and here, you know, in this triangle you should be able to draw this. If in case there is a short note on Inthon's triangle, okay, or Inthon's leads, then you should be able to draw this equilateral triangle. Okay, and here in this triangle, right arm, left arm and left leg is there. Then here negative negative, positive negative and positive positive. If you draw this, you can easily explain the connections or the combinations. Okay, so here for lead one, what are the connections? For lead 1, if you have to simply, if you have to record the ECG under the lead 1, then you connect the negative terminal to the right arm. Negative terminal, negative means it indicates the negative terminal of ECG machine is attached to the through the wire to the right arm. Okay, and here positive terminal of the ECG machine a wire, it is attached to the left arm, and you can record ECG, and the ECG it comes like this, it looks like this. Okay, now here if you have to record the lead ECG under lead 2, then what are the connections? What are the connections? The negative terminal. So here for example is a lead 2, the negative terminal attached to the right arm, and the positive terminal it is attached to the left arm. Okay, sorry, here it is lead 3, yes, lead 2. So in this lead 2, the positive terminal is attached to the left leg, and the negative terminal is it is attached to the right arm. So simple, right arm negative terminal, left leg positive terminal. And the third combination is lead 3. Here lead 3, the negative terminal it is attached to the left arm, and the positive terminal it is attached to the left leg. So in this way you can record the three types of the ECG: ECG under lead 1, ECG under lead 2 and ECG under lead 3. If you compare these three recordings, so you can see that the the ECG under lead 2, it is idle. We can say that it is an ideal ECG because here the height of the waves is more, that is the potential of the waves is more as compared to lead 1 and lead 2. Okay, so what is lead 2? Lead 2 ka hai? So lead 2 is here. Okay, and you know in why we get the higher potential in lead 2? Here under the lead 2, if you see, the negative terminal is connected to the right arm, that is a here, right arm means here. Okay, right shoulder, and the positive terminal is of the ECG machine is connected to to the left leg here. So in this way, this is a connections, and try to understand. If you see the current flow, if you remember the wave of depolarization and wave of the repolarization, the current it flows from base to the apex. So direction of the current flow is in this direction. Okay, and if the direction of the current flow is in this direction, then we get the higher magnitude of the wave. Potential is higher, height is more, because the wires connection is also in this direction. Positive terminal is here, and current it flows towards the positive terminal or towards the exploring electrode. If the current is flowing towards the exploring electrode, then height is more. Okay, so remember, lead 2 ECG under lead 2, always we are talking about the ECG under lead 2. In exam also the short note is there, draw the ECG under lead 2, because we are comparing ECG under all leads with the lead 2. Okay, and its height bhi zyada hai, और it looks ideal also. Okay, because of this arrangement of the wires. Okay, so this is all about the standard limb leads or Inthon's leads. See students, in the next slide, here this is the connections of the wires to the we just discussed, but coming to the one more point, that is the Inthon's law. Okay, Inthon's triangle, Inthon's lead. In case the question is on Inthon's leads, then you have to explain what we discuss. Okay, that is a bipolar limb leads, their connections, wire kahan connect hua hai, and you mention it. Okay, then coming to the point, what is Inthon's law? The law is very simple, that is lead 2 is equal to lead 1 plus lead 3. So what is the meaning? This is the law, or this is the equation. The simple, the EPC, the sum of all electrical potential, sum of all electrical potential in lead 1 and lead 3 is equal to the potential in lead 2. Okay, so again listen, the potential in lead 2 is equal to the potential of lead 1 plus potential of lead 3. That's why we are getting the waves on ECG with higher amplitude. Okay, higher potential, because the potential means if ज़्यादा potential रहा तो ज़्यादा height मिलता है waves का, and this potential of lead 2 is equal to potential of lead 1 plus potential of lead 3. Okay, and this is all about the Inthon's leads or bipolar leads. Okay, so students, up to this point I think you followed it, you understood it. We discuss first group, that is a Inthon's leads. Okay, we'll continue next for the chase leads. Okay, now students, here under the chase leads, it is called the unipolar chase leads. Why it is called the unipolar? Because in this group we are using one exploring electrode and other is indifferent electrode. Okay, and where we are keeping the exploring electrode on the chest, we get the 6 combinations, that is a lead, that is a V1, lead V1 to lead V6. Okay, in this group, remember, 2 electrodes, I just told that 2 electrodes are there, one is exploring and other is indifferent, and where the exploring electrode is connected, okay, our exploring electrode is always connected to the positive terminal and the indifferent electrode is always connected to the negative terminal. Okay, जो दो electrodes हम use करते हैं उसमें से जो exploring electrode है, it is connected to the positive terminal and indifferent is connected to the negative terminal. Okay, now see this indifferent electrode, how it is formed. My diagram में फिर से I will explain you, but here try to understand in this slide. The indifferent electrode is prepared by connecting the right arm, left arm and left foot together. You take all these 3 points together through the high electrical resistance to the negative terminal. Okay, so these all 3 points are connected to the negative terminal, and here the indifferent electrode is prepared. Okay, now see the about the exploring electrode. I just told. Now depending on the position of exploring electrode on the chest, we get 6 leads V1 to V6. Means exploring electrode it is on the chest, and the indifferent remaining 3 points it is connected through the indifferent electrode to the ECG machine. Like this simple connections are there. Again you see in the diagram, I will try to explain from the diagram. See in this diagram, you can easily understand. Students, see, I told that 2 electrodes are there. The exploring electrode का position किधर है? On the chest, and exploring electrode is connected to the positive terminal. Okay, now the indifferent electrode का position किधर है? ये जो 3 classical points है, right arm, left arm and the left leg, these all 3 points connected through the high resistance, because it is indifferent electrode. Through the high resistance it is connected to the negative terminal. Okay, and this indifferent electrode it is fixed. Only we have to change the position of exploring electrode. And how it is changed? Suppose we get the 6 combinations V1 to V6, and when you have to record the ECG under V1, तो क्या करने का? Put the exploring electrode here. Okay, so what is exact this location I will tell you, but here when you have to record the ECG under V1, keep the electrode here. Okay, when you have to record the ECG under V2, then keep the electrode here. Okay, when you have to record the ECG under V6, then यहाँ से निकालो और keep the exploring electrode on 6 and press the button of ECG machine and record the ECG. So we get like this combinations. Okay, so this is called the chest leads, because we are keeping the exploring electrode on the chest. Okay, now see exact location of this exploring electrode on the chest. Okay, the location, suppose you have to keep the you have to record the ECG under V1, then the position of exploring electrode is right side. See the first position is on the right side, so here right fourth intercostal phase. You know how to count the intercostal phase. When you are recording the ECG under the patient, first you count the intercostal phase 1 2 3 4. Now the left side, on the left side, come to the fourth intercostal phase, and it is just to the right, to the this is the fourth intercostal phase to the right side of the sternum. Okay, near to the sternum. ये sternum है and sternum का right side. Okay, here just along with the sternum, keep the exploring electrode here, and you just press the ECG button of ECG machine and record it. Okay, we get this type of the ECG. Okay, then when you have to record the ECG under V2, then put the exploring electrode to the left side, and it's the left fourth intercostal phase to the side of sternum. Okay, then V3, the position of exploring electrode, it is in between V2 and V4. Okay, so this is the position of V3. V3 का position किधर है? Between the V2 and V4. Then where is the position of V4? The position of exploring electrode for V4, it is fifth intercostal phase. एक intercostal phase से नीचे आओ, fifth intercostal phase. So it is in fifth intercostal phase in mid clavicular line. This green, this line, blue line, it indicates it is a mid clavicular line. Okay, and on the mid clavicular line in fifth intercostal phase, left side is a position of exploring electrode, and you just record ECG it comes like this. Okay, then same in intercostal phase, fifth intercostal phase for V5, the fifth intercostal phase, here for V5, it is in the anterior axillary line. So position of exploring electrode is in anterior axillary line, and for V6 the position of exploring electrode, it is on sorry, the mid axillary line, anterior axillary line, and here it is uh, mm, mid clavicular line. Okay, this is a mid clavicular line. So like this you have to change the position and record the ECG. Okay, now if you see this ECG, under the interpretation of this ECG, you can see that if you see the waves in V1 and V2, the waves are negative. So particularly QRS complex here in V1 and here in V2, the R wave is negative. Okay, here in V3 it is in between, but for V4 to V6, the waves are, that is R wave and T wave, both are positive. Okay, now in our first lecture many times I told, so what decides the polarity of the wave, means with the wave, whether the wave is positive or negative, how it is decided or how it comes. So what is exactly the uh, point which decide the polarity? The point is the direction of the current flow, and direction of the current flow and the location of exploring electrode. Okay, so in the first lecture I told that if the, this is, suppose this is the exploring electrode, and if the current is flowing towards the exploring electrode, we get the positive wave, and if the current is flowing away from the exploring electrode, then we get the negative wave. For example, in V1, okay, in V1, where is the position of the exploring electrode? The position of the exploring electrode is here, that is exactly here, that is it is at the right side. And you know, the direction of the our current flow is like, the direction of the current flow is always from this oblique manner, obliquely current it flows, that is from, that is it flows from the uh, right side to the left side. So, okay, in this way, so current it flows from right side to the left side obliquely downward. Okay, so if the current it flows in this way, that means it is flowing away from the exploring electrode. ये थोड़ा, ये जो exploring electrode का position से it flows away, that's why we get the negative wave here. Okay, in lead 2 also the negative wave, because current it flows in this direction. Okay, and if you see the remaining points slowly V3, V5, V6, it becomes positive, because their location is, it comes till towards the left side, and it is here, and current is flowing towards the exploring electrode. That's why here the waves are positive. Okay, so this is all about the chess lead, students. Okay, and here up to this point, students, we discuss what are the combinations of the leads, and how the electrodes are connected, and how it is connected to the ECG machine, and how it is recorded. Okay, in the next slide, we'll end that, just we discuss the location of exploring electrode on the chest. This slide it indicates the position of exploring on the chest, position of exploring electrode on the chest in V1, V2, V3, V4, and V5. Okay, so this is all about the recording. Now keep in mind, V1 and V2 mainly record the activity of right ventricle, while the V5 and V6 mainly record the activities of left ventricle. Okay, and you know, the chest leads are mainly used to detect the abnormalities of cardiac musculature. So it gives the more information about the functioning of cardiac musculature, that is a ventricular muscle. Okay, and if any problem is there, for example myocardial infarction is there, that can be detected. If it is in the left ventricle, then we can see mainly the waves under V5 and V6, and if the problem is in right ventricle, then we can see mainly the ECG under V1 and V3. Okay, now I think you followed about the chest lead. Now we'll continue with the last group of leads. And what is last group? It is a augmented unipolar limb leads. Okay, students, here see, it is very easily. Why the augmented word it is used? Augmented means here this arrangement, in this arrangement जो वायर्स का arrangement है, it increases the potential, it increases potential in record by 50%. Okay, or that's why it is called the augmented. Okay, then why the word is used unipolar? Because unipolar means one electrode is exploring and the other is indifferent. Okay, and the why the word is used the limb? Because we are connecting the electrodes to the limb, we are not using the other parts of the body like chest leads or others, but we connect it to the limb. That's why it is called the limb leads. So augmented unipolar limb leads. Okay, here we have the three combinations, three leads: AVR, AVL and AVF. Okay, so here two electrodes are there, one is exploring while other is indifferent. Okay, now see, here keep in mind how it is connected to the ECG machine. One limb out of three limbs, what three limbs are there? That is right arm, left arm and left foot. Okay, now see, one limb connected through the exploring electrode to the ECG machine. Okay, to the positive terminal of ECG machine. Okay, so any one out of these three. Okay, you take a right arm, left arm or left foot, one limb is connected to the positive terminal through the exploring electrode. And how the indifferent electrode is formed? The remaining two, while the remaining two limbs connected through indifferent electrode to the negative terminal of ECG machine. So again I will show the diagram and I will explain there, but here you try to understand. Now the next point, depending on the position of exploring electrode or depending on the limb to which the exploring electrode is connected. Okay, here I use the word one limb is connected to the exploring electrode. So which limb you use? Okay, so depending on that, or where you connected the exploring electrode, depending on that, if it is connected to the right arm, then it is called the AVR. Okay, it is designated as AVR. If the exploring electrode is kept on left arm, then it is called the AVL. And when if it is connected to the left foot, F means foot, then it is called the AVF. Okay, so this is how connections it occurs. And see the diagram, I will show you diagram. So students, in this designation here, A it is indicated the augmented, V word is used, V letter is used for voltage, and R is right, L is left, and this is the left foot. F means foot, left foot. Okay, now if you see the recording of under these three leads, in AVR all waves in the ECG are negative. Why it is negative? Again I want to remind you that if the current is flowing away from the exploring electrode, the waves are negative. We'll go there. Here try to understand, students. Here under the augmented limb leads, I told that one is exploring electrode and other is indifferent electrode. So here positive terminal, negative terminal, exploring electrode is always connected to the positive terminal. And example we have the AV, AVL and AVF. So if we take one example, that is when you have to record the ECG under AVL, that means exploring electrode is connected to the left arm. Okay, and remaining 2 points, that is through very high resistance, it is connected to the negative terminal of ECG machine. So this is an indifferent electrode, and indifferent electrode is prepared by connecting right arm and left foot through the high resistance to the negative terminal of ECG machine, and you record the ECG and ECG come like this. Okay, then in second combination, if you have to record the ECG under AVR, then how will you record? Here the recording is very simple. This positive terminal, it is simply connected to the right arm, and remaining two points means these 2 points, here this point and this point, it takes together and it connect it to the negative terminal, and it is called the R. Okay. Now in next combination, third combination, uh, when you have to connect the ECG, when you have to record the ECG under AVEF, then what you have to do, simply connect the positive terminal to the left foot and remaining 2 points, okay, remaining 2 points connect uh, to the negative terminal of ECG machine, and in this way we get this recording. Okay, so in this way, where you are connecting the exploring electrode, depending on that we get the three combinations: AVR, AVL and AVEF. Okay, now coming to the interpretation, students, here is a P wave, R wave and T wave. Okay, so I told that under AVR, so under AVR all waves are negative. Okay, why the all waves are negative? uh, Many times I told that here under the AVR waves are negative because in AVR, uh, in AVR, hmm, our exploring in this combination, our exploring electrode is to the right arm, and remaining 2 points are connected to the uh, negative terminal. Okay, and here when you are recording the ECG under AVR, the your exploring electrode is at the right arm. Right arm means here. Okay, okay, here like this. And here, our direction of the current flow is always from right side to the left side, so obliquely downwards. Okay, so current it flows in this direction, and if our electrode is here, right arm means it is like here only, and if it is here means current it flows away from the exploring electrode, and that's why we are getting the negative wave. That is a polarity of the wave is inverted wave we are getting here. And remaining two ECGs are positive, because why it is positive? Because here the current is flowing towards the exploring electrode, because in this combination, in left arm the electrode is here, means electrode is here, and current is flowing from right side to the left side, that's why waves are positive. Then in third combination, the position of exploring electrode is left foot means it is here, and current is flowing towards the exploring electrode, that's why the waves are positive. Okay, so students, I think you followed it, and it is very simple. So this is what we discussed theoretically, the combination of wires and the leads and electrodes, where you have to keep the electrodes, how it is connected to the ECG machine, and how will be the waves are positive and negative. Okay, students, in the demonstration, actual practical, again I will show you how the ECG is recorded. Okay, then next class. Okay, what is there in the next class? In the next class is normal ECG, and there we'll study how the we'll study the what is the ECG paper, then actual recording of the ECG, what are the waves, types of the waves, causes of the waves. Okay, P wave is there, QRS complex is there, then T waves are there, then intervals are there, segments are there, and when if they are we are studying the normal waves. Okay, and also we'll continue with when these waves it becomes abnormal, in case there is a problem in the heart, how it reflects on the ECG, that will be studied in the further lectures. Okay, now we'll stop here, and if you have any problem you can react me. Okay, you can ask me. Okay, bye. Bye, student.